Upstream, are you with me? Round the rainbow, curtain in the city, rushing through me. Downpour, upstream, are you with me? Feel it.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my... Oh, camera's a bit off, hello. Hello everyone, how we doing? Welcome to the Sim Cafe, it's back, we're here. Whew, we've got a bit of hair on the lens. Hi everyone, hello, 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 hello. How are we all doing? Let's say hello quickly to everyone in chat, let's make sure we don't miss that. Marshan, George, Dargy, Stinny, Scotty, Flimpy, Mikey. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning everyone. How are we all doing? It's good to be back. I'm guessing my mic's working. Yes, I can see my mic working. I hope you're all well. It is Tuesday the 15th of April. Been very disjointed recently, hasn't it, round here? Since the good old Double Trouble series finished, it's been nothing but upheaval, hasn't it? Work, travel, and a million technical issues. LMU kind of splitting the player base and the attention a little bit. All sorts going on. There's been lots and lots and lots. Big LMU news today, wasn't there? Can't believe I'm still paying for this. I can, Marshan. The hair. Look at the hair. It just gets better every stream, doesn't it, really? What can I tell you? We've done the trim. The trim's back on, Marshan. But yes, hi. Hi, everyone. Hi. Good to see you all. I could talk all evening about the various problems that I've had with the PC and the rig recently. Something tells me that might be a little bit boring. Could just be a little bit boring. So we might avoid doing that. We are wearing, of course, our famous Killclough t-shirt with the TSC on the back. You can just about see that, can't you? TSC on the back. I had the subscription on my other account. Thought I'd been paying for it. Scott, I think 2 accounts of subscription is more important. Flint says, I can see some grey hair. You cannot. My hair used to be strawberry blonde. There's a few greys in there. 1 or 2. 1 or 2. There we go, Scott, with the prop on. Scott, you can do one of your member messages on that account, can't you? If you look on the dollar... That's the thing. No one looks at it because it's in the dollar button and people are like, I ain't paying anymore. But if you go to the dollar sign, you can see we can do a member message. Maybe do a shout out to the world's best mod, Martian. Don't tell WoW to that, but who cares? WoW doesn't need to know. Who have we got on the server? We've got Lee, Dave, John... Walter's on the server. Good to see. George. Juan. Even better to see. Sydney. I might cry. Raresh. Not so bothered. T-Rex. Is that you? Clay Bolt. Good to see you, sir. Dan Jammer, Scott Briley, and Herb. Me too, Marshan. Me too. The only 8K grey hair in sim racing streams out there. That is correct. Did Jeff just request everyone greeting everyone with a personal hello once again? Apparently, Marshan. And hello, Herb. Any space left on the server? It looks like it, Flimp. There's 38 slots and there's 33 on right now. 10. Wow. I know, right? You guys are awesome. You're almost as awesome as my cats. Speaking of which, hello, Rodney. If you do have a cat emoji available, please chuck it in the server now. I can confirm that Tony and Kulu have both been incredibly cute and sweet the last few weeks and months. Don't we worry about that. Rodders, it's been over a month in your new jobby. How we doing, sir? Are we good? 1 message per person. Walter won the official poll. I think he rigged it, Marshall. I think he paid a lot of money. Here he is. He's back already. We're hoping to have a bit of bad mouthing of you there, Walter, but it's a bit awkward when we know you're here. Anyway, yeah, lots to talk about with the rig and the PC and everything, right? It's been a bit frustrating. Let's start with some of the basics. The new PCB came for the brake pedal today. I've installed it. I've given it a little test. Everything seems fine. And also, I've changed the brake pedal, which is a bit dangerous. I used to have just lumps of plastic. Now I've got the spring. So there's quite a lot of movement in my pedal suddenly. And for LMU, it might just be perfect because the bit that makes the pedals lock up, that makes the wheels lock up, is where I've got a squeeze at the end. So there's a bit of movement, and then the final squeeze is like the last 20%. So I think it might work quite well. Hello, hello, hello. Juan, fantastic to see you on the server and the chat, sir. Hope you're well. Beardy, why aren't you on the server? Please don't tell me you're at work. I will stop my stream. Actually, I prefer that because you're not on the server, so you'd have no excuse. And did you know Dargo was P1? What have you done to him? Oh, sorry, you can't see it. There we go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the sockies out, shall we? Let's get the sockies out. That camera needs a bit of work, doesn't it? Right, let's have a look. There we go. That'll do. Work on. I do love a work on. It's like working, but a bit, Bit more frivolous on an evening. Well, sir, I know you work hard, so congrats on that, I guess, innit? It's easy to forget. I won't stay P1, says Dargo. Mate, you're about 7 steps ahead right now. Hey, One and Rodders. Oh, what one? I see what you did there. Took me a minute. I've got some new things going on tonight, guys. I've got my OBS on my chat screen. So normally, my monitor that sits above my rig just has a YouTube chat window. But one of the many things that wasn't working with my setup recently was my stream chat kept like sticking and not working. Very frustrating. So if I'm in a conversation with you guys, suddenly for a minute or two it won't update your chat and then the conversation dies and everything else sort of thing. I've now changed it so it's running inside OBS. Now I get the feeling there's going to be no difference, but I'm going to try only. It says subscribers only mode. Surely not. I thought I'd change that. It might be subscribers only mode. Don't know. I thought I'd change that. We are running a new encoder on a new graphics card tonight. So if anyone wants to have a look and tell me what they think of the stream quality when I'm driving, fingers crossed it looks good. I've got a lot of frames. It's in sub mode. Scott, I swear I turned that off. Probably not the end of the world because we do want people to subscribe, but I don't know. I find it's a little bit, yeah. Well, maybe it's for the better. I don't know. Maybe it just encouraged people to subscribe. But maybe, yeah, whatever in it. We'll live. Right. Quality is the same, but the stream looks better. A lot of Mustangs, yeah, for the better, says Scott. Yeah. Bad times when I'm ahead of you, Juan. I mean, it's not asking a lot for people to subscribe, innit? I'd hate to think it would put people off chatting, though, just saying a quick hello, do you know what I mean? Because when I put this in, does that work? Yeah, it works. It would be nice if everyone... Yeah, it sounds like that one, doesn't it? Bit of an uninstall coming for you. So, yeah. Lots to talk about with the rig and everything else. I would like to think, and this is going to be obviously very dangerous because there's an expectation involved here. Oh, yes, Beardy, I'm very happy to hear that. In what class, sir? Can you please tell us what class? Can you do Thursday night's practice as well? We've got practice Thursday night for bots, right? Hello, everyone. Nige! Hello! Great to see you in the chat, sir. Hope you're well. Haven't seen you on the server yet tonight. A little bit disappointed. Maybe you can come in or find a slot. That's not good news. LMP2. Interesting. I might be able to join bots. Oh! And you can make Thursday. This is great to hear, chaps. We will have a... Hurt my back. Oh, Nige. Don't do that. Did you lift without bending your knees? I'll get very annoyed if you did. Yes, so Saturday's going to be awesome. Looking forward to that. We should do some laps tonight, really. There's 20 minutes left in qualifying. I've got a new brake pedal, and it's been a while since I've driven anything very well. I'm also part tempted to tilt my seat back a bit more again. I do feel a little bit upright here sometimes. Digging out bricks in the garden. Ah, Nige. Rest that back, sir. What about Saturday, then? Can we rest it until Saturday? Maybe a bit of deep heat or ibuprofen gel? What do they call it? I can't remember what it's called now. Like a gel that's like a painkiller. Anyway. Twisting and bending, not good. Not best. Get well, ASAP Nige. It's an order. Agreed. Flimp. You are retired. Hire some guy to do that for you. Two of the most sensible and serious things Flimp has said all of 2025. See how it goes. Fair enough, Nige. Bolt, welcome to the... Go on, Bolt. Nice little profile pic you got there as well. Hello, bonsoir. Fix a disconnect problem. Oh, that's I'm not sure which problem you're talking about there, Lauren. Are you talking about the pedals? Because that's just reminded me. We have had disconnects on the server recently, haven't we, for LMU? I'm very sorry about that if it happens. Obviously, it could happen on Saturday. We're going to have a password on Thursday and Saturday. But I don't know if it's happening then as well. So my big apologies to anyone who's having disconnect issues with our server on LMU. I've no clue how or why to stop that. Maybe it's because we didn't have a password on some of them. I'm not sure. I don't know. Wouter says, coming up on a year, that's almost £50,000. Someone's got their calculator out. Hey, boss says Bolt. No, mate, thanks for your membership, sir. We love your support. It really means a lot to us here at the Sim Cafe. In the last few months, I spent about £500 on postage, so really do appreciate all of your donations and money, because honestly it doesn't go that far. Raki Magi, good evening all. It keeps being great you stream LMU. Well, Raki, I mean, and that's something to talk about quickly in it, team. The news of their investment from PMax. I mean, I was wondering, like, okay, what gets them out of this hole? There's no magic in the world, and yet Pimax have produced the magic. 2.5 million, have some of that. And they seem to be, I mean, in their words, they can survive another year at least, which maybe gives you some insight into the fact that if they didn't get that 2.5 from Pimax, where were they going to go and how long for? So, I'm happy because it now means the time we invest in this will not be wasted. Yeah, weird one, Nige. I don't know the relationship, but someone's got a relationship somewhere, right, in business there. Obviously, I don't really care for the VR stuff, I've got to be honest. When VR headsets are like the size of swimming goggles and not very hot and sweaty, maybe I'll do it. But for streaming, I don't think it's that great. The whole head movement thing when you're watching a stream in VR just doesn't do it for me. I've got a Quest 2. Maybe I'll start using that again. Anyway, so LMU should be around to stay. Now we need more tracks, because we've got prototypes, we've got an MP2, we've got GT3. Keep them fresh, please, and then bring in some more tracks. Make the team racing good, and we've got a good enough sim to play with. Very happy with that. I should do a lap. I should really do a lap. What can I tell you about the sim racing, with the PC rebuild, without being boring? Let me think. It's a tough one. Thanks LMU for the stuck on the audio there. Really like that one. And in. I was a bit slow there. Right. No, I want to know. Oh, Nige, honestly, I could struggle to tell the story correctly because there's so much nonsense. And you know what the problem is, right? You know, with IT and PC stuff and hardware or whatever you want to call it, right? There's a kind of thing where it's like ones and zeros, that works or that doesn't, and this kind of stuff. And when you're trying to make things work, and they don't, it gets frustrating very quickly, right? Now, with I'll try and tell you, Nige. So with well, we don't know yet, Nige. That's the other thing. To be fair, we don't know yet. Boring says, well done. So, I don't know really. I mean, where to start, shall we? So, I think the biggest thing was probably, I noticed recently a few problems with, like, firstly, I was getting those wheel disconnects in LMU, right? Now, LMU has that habit of when people join a server of the wheel, the force feedback, doing a little mini disconnect anyway. So I just assumed that was that, right? But then I started getting the pedals disconnecting, and that was obviously a much bigger problem, and they weren't reconnecting either. And that's been a problem for the last sort of week and a half, 2 weeks. I think the last time I had a proper race was Bots Nordschleife. So, yeah, that was a long time ago, feels like. Since then, just about every one of my races or things have been jeopardised in some way. Been ages, it feels like. Right? So, trying to fix the pedal issue, we went through quite a few different things. Including trying different USB ports on the PC. Trying a USB PCIe extension card. So my second PCIe has now got a big USB card in it. We tried that. Didn't work. We tried it in a powered USB hub. Didn't work. We tried it in my girlfriend's PC, which is a quite powerful gaming PC, which is, you know, using real software and everything. And it did almost the same thing. By this point, it was disconnecting within 10 minutes of me plugging him into a machine. They'd suddenly disconnect within about 10 minutes. It then got to this weird thing where if I closed and reopened the Heusinkveld software, they were connected again, which is a bit weird. But obviously I can't do that when driving. It's not really something you particularly want to be doing anyway. So that was a problem. And I then bought an EMI cable, you know, those little ferroid, bulky, lumpy things that you get for the cable. I bought one of them just in case it was the cable. Same problem. At this point, we really have isolated just about every single thing down to the actual pedals themselves. So I contacted Heusinkveld, and they were very generous. So Heusinkveld, if you're watching, thank you very much. I might just send them this part of the stream anyway. You have killcluffed it. Well, there's an interesting thing there, actually, I'll talk about. So I noticed that the back of the Heusinkveld pedal kind of rocks downwards when you're pushing the brake in, which isn't ideal when you've got a very stiff one. So I had a bit of like cardboard under the pedal, and I'm wondering if that managed to apply some weird pressure to the PCB board because it was kind of exposed and just above it. I mean, the metal should have been the contact point, but who knows? Are we still here? Oh, don't say that. What? Are we still here? Scaring me. Anyway, so then, with all of that done, yeah, I've spoken to Heusinkveld. They were incredibly generous. They sent me a new PCB. I fitted it today. It came today. I fitted it today. I've calibrated and tested it. All seems to be working just fine. In the interim, the PC has also had a complete, refurb, if you like. It had a lot of love given to it last weekend. You may remember the pictures on Discord where I completely gutted the thing nearly. Apart from taking the CPU and cooler off, to be honest. I bet you could, Marcy. Yeah, I then completely gutted the PC, gave it a nice little refurb, did a few changes to the internals as well, because my install wasn't perfect by any means. So I made that a little bit smarter and better. Might not change much, but I'm sure it only helps. And then, Juan, welcome to the crew. Thank you, sir. That's very generous of you. And then in the middle of all that, Stinny, we know Stinny from our community, Stinny if you're watching, hello, very generously offered me one of his graphics cards. He seemed to have a few lying around for an incredibly generous price, so I'm not going to look that gift horse in the mouth. And so I took that off Stinny, and so I've now got an AMD XFX. You can see it in the pedal cam. Hello, Charlie. How you doing, sir? Great to see you. Would be good if you're on the server. We've got an X7900 GRE, which is Golden Rabbit Edition. It's a little bit less than the 7900 XT, which is pretty cool. 16 gigabytes, seems very powerful. Run some benchmark tests, and yeah, we're cooking. It's about 50% more powerful than my last card, and if I'm very lucky, the upgrade won't cost much, so that feels lovely. And I'm currently using the AMD encoder. Fair enough, Charlie. Maybe Thursday, right? I don't know, Bearded. I have one, though, if you want a graphics card. I've got a 2080 Ti, which I'll be honest, works a treat. Life has been extremely busy. Good to hear. Good to hear, sir. So, yeah, I've got a very powerful graphics card. I'm using an AMD encoder. The CPU seems fine. I've got 0 drop frames. If you guys want to tell me what you think of the quality of the stream, that'd be really cool. Again, I don't get any perception of that sitting here at all, really. I'll watch it back later on. But has anyone's got this on their 55-inch or a big monitor? Oh, I bet, Bearded, I bet. Well, mate, maybe we can have a chat about my card. Because I might do a little... We could maybe do like a swap and a tiny bit of money. And I might take your one off you. What about that? Because my one's worth about, I don't know, maybe 270 on eBay, 250, 300. And I might take your card off you and give it to someone. So maybe we could do a little swapsy. Trust me, the 2080 Ti is pretty decent. Quality couldn't be better, says Charlie. No. Right, now, do you know what? Okay, cool. If you're interested, I don't know if you, like, need a new card. Because I'll be honest, the 2080 Ti, well, you see me using it, and I think it does pretty well, to be honest. Especially if you can get off me for cheap, right? And we can trust each other with the sale, because FFB is poo-poo, says Sydney. Sydney, don't forget the tyres are cold for a few laps and it does feel a bit dead, but it does warm up. Also, don't forget, Sydney, there's a different interpretation of the FFB. And I do recommend you just get used to it, because it looks like this game is potentially going from strength to strength. And at the end of the day, I said it to you on Discord, bro, we're here to race each other, alright? So enjoy the racing bit. The team racing could be really good in this. There's a chance it's going to be really good. So do me a favour and lock in. And enjoy bots on Saturday as well. Don't forget Thursday's training. Okay, Bearded, hopefully we can help each other out, mate. That'd be quite cool. Also, Bearded, do you need a monitor? What gaming monitor are you using, Bearded? Because I've got a 32-inch 1440p, 144Hz curved monitor here, just waiting for a new home. It would go very well with the graphics card. Are you on like a 27-inch 1080p? Maybe we should chat about that. Anyway, 8 minutes left. 27-inch 1080. There we go. I've got my old gaming monitor here, which I must admit, I'm not going to say I miss it, because this new one's awesome, but it was more than good enough. It's an awesome monitor. And if you're going to get a much better graphics card, maybe not much point in running it on a 27-inch 1080. Just saying, maybe we could do a little deal here. Maybe we could do it on layaway, bruv. You could pay me back over a few months. I don't care, so it doesn't give you a big hit on your wallet. So you don't struggle for a few months. I could be your new Klarna. Anyway, what I was trying to say to you all earlier is I have changed the Heusinkveld brake pedal. Right? I changed the Heusinkveld brake pedal and it feels very different right now. I feel like I've got a lot of travel in it because before it was basically stiff. I know some of you run it like that. Steve Ritchie made me do this. I think Sydney's probably running his a bit stiff. But I've now got a bit of travel, and what is interesting is the last 10% of braking is on the stiff bit. And on LMU, that's where your wheels lock up. So basically, I'm finding it much easier not to mess up the wheels. But however, I am going very slowly. Exactly that, Beardy. You're buying a house. You don't need to kill your finances. So if you want to do things like that, let's chat about it, bro. It'd be fun. I've got stuff lying around here. I hate having tech lying around. Right? I hate having tech lying around, so maybe we can work together here. I'd rather someone in the community was using it and enjoying it. Right, we've got 7 minutes on the clock. Now I have the spring. Interesting. Definitely will talk. Nice one, Beardy. I'll be honest, the only issue would be getting the monitor to you, I'd say. I mean, I can post it. It is possible. Yeah, not that simple, right? So that's the only thing we have to think about. If you wanted to pop down on a train, you can easily carry it. Not particularly big in the end. And I'd wrap it in loads of like stuff for you, like bubble wrap or something. But I just think, you know, my experience of posting things in recent time. I mean, to give that some context, ladies and gentlemen, I recently sent out 7 packages around the world for our Double Trouble trophies, right? And you don't want to know what happened. We've had one from America come back in a crumpled mess. Thankfully, the trophy is quite small in the box and has survived because it was bubble wrapped to hell. We've had one in the UK that had the stamp, the printed stamp that I got from the post office when I sent them. The printed stamp was torn off and stolen. So poor Dan Johnson had to pay for his trophy. One of the ones that's gone to Europe, to Sydney, he's been told he has to pay 30 euros of tax on it. They're having an absolute giraffe, aren't they? It's like a cartel over at the posties. So it does turn out that taking part in the Sim Cafe is actually quite expensive. Are you recommending some travel on the brake pedal? Do you know what, Nige? I think I am. Especially for LMU, I'd add. I can see why the whole harsh brake thing might make sense on, say, ACC, where it's kill it and go, right? But on this, well, you need that kind of edge where you don't quite hit it. It's working very well. I've called and they said it's because you selected goods instead of gift. Can you tell them I didn't mean it? It's a trophy. Send them a video of you racing in. I don't know. I come down for a monitor, maybe a lamb kebab. Do you know what, Beard? I really hate to say it, but as much as I love that guy, I think their hygiene might not be good enough because the amount of times I've had like a slightly off belly after, so annoying. I love it. The flavour's incredible, but it feels just jeopardy. So I think I'm going to have to put an end to that. I'm genuinely going to have to stop doing that because, yeah, for the reasons mentioned, I don't want to cause myself too much trouble. How much energy? We've got enough. Are you recommending some travel? God, I'll take that time. What time? Sorry, what have we done? And how am I miles? Is that miles on the track? Oh, great to see it. What is their hygiene rating? Bless them, they've got a little 4-star up on their window, but you know they do a lot of salad, right? And I think that's all the meat. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I've eaten there a lot, and I'm normally okay, but I've had a few times when I'm not, and I'm pretty confident it's because I had that. So, yeah. Maybe I just got a really weak stomach. So yeah, that'd be cool, Bearded, if I could help you out, mate. I'd love that. I'd give you a good price. Don't suppose you want a Quest 2 while you're there, do you? Right, I keep invalidating there. They're very hard on the track limits. We are going very slow. We need to take about 3 seconds off this. I got a Quest 3, damn it. You probably use it about as much as I use my Quest 2, right? Yeah, those Quest 2s are not getting a lot of money online. I was thinking about selling it to help fund the graphics card, because I like to sell my old tech to pay for new stuff, right? Because, you know, it's like things just lie around, don't they? Like I'm saying. And, yeah, the prices were not looking good for it online on eBay. People were like 100 quid, I think they were going for. And I've got a lot of accessories on mine that probably cost more than that. And I just thought, let's just keep it, and hopefully it'll still be usable now and again. Hopefully I can find somewhere where I get a lot of indoor space so I can actually utilise it. Or maybe I get an incredible graphics card, and then when I do use it, it looks pretty good. Fox says, let me in. You might find people leaving. Keep trying. Ah, yeah. Better graphics card for, yeah, exactly that. I've got a Quest 2 and 3. Stinny. You're worse than me, mate. How you doing, sir? Good evening. If I didn't see you and you said hello, apologies for that. I feel like that's probably happened now. You are pretty stealthy with your hellos. Oh, we haven't got enough fuel. What a muppet. I used my Quest 3 in the living room and punched my brother in the head. Perfect story. And the wall several times. Not so perfect. When I first got the... Do you know what, actually? Tell a lie. I feel like it was the Rift S I think I had. And I went really keen, Beardy, in my old flat I used to live in. We had a living room that wasn't particularly big. And I had all the family round for Christmas, I think it was. And so we had a few people using it, right? And I'd done a thing where I'd bought... I've got way over the top. Loads of, you know the key... You know like your keychain pulls? The ones that reel back in again, right? The extendable ones. And then you pull it and it slats back. You get loads of those and you attach them to hooks on the ceiling. And then you attach your headset cable to that. And then the idea is when you use your headset walking around the room, the cable's always in the air above you rather than tangling around your legs and stuff. Because the cables are, you know, annoying. It's better with the Quest 2 when you haven't got anything on, but the point being, or Quest 3. Go on, Fox. I'm glad you're in, bruv. So I did all that, and it was awesome. And you could go around the room, and even when you crouched down and then got back up again, the cable would follow you. So it worked really well. It was an awesome little system I had. Got all the family round. I got the family sat in chairs kind of around the edge of the room, really. I moved my sofa around a little bit. And my brother's playing, I think. And my niece is walking around the room. And I said, please, to my other brother, please stop your niece walking. She's going to get smashed. And he went, yeah. And I warned him about twice because she kept seemingly getting up and walking through the VR play area, which, you know, understandable. She's only young, very young. She's about 10 or something, or 8. No, even young, about 6 or 7. And then at one point she's got up again to walk, and my other brother playing has gone for a hand movement, and basically, and because those controllers are quite, you know, chunky plastic, it just smashed her in the face. Horrible. I don't know. I can't remember if he cut her face or not, but yeah, it was horrible. And of course, they don't know any wise. They're the person doing VR, right? They're quite, dare I say, innocent after literally giving a right hook to a child with sight in their hand. There we go. So that'll teach us, said Nige. Maybe not. But yeah, people getting disconnected. Oh, Sydney, don't say that. Oh, I hate this. I don't know what to do. Maybe because we haven't got a password. On Thursday, we're going to have a password on the server for practice, so we will find out. Mr. Beard messaged me on your Discord, says Stinny. Ooh. Good luck, pal, says Bolt. I'll tell you what, Beard, definitely message Mr. Stinny. I'll tell you that much. Right. Lee Weston left? No. What is this? Dargo, did your game just crash? Because now it says you're playing Le Mans. If your game crashed, then... Good luck, pal, says Bolt. Bolt, thank you very much for your service, sir. How much fuel? Your game crashed. Yeah, some problems to join. This is one of the things that genuinely worries me about doing a proper championship on LMU after the summer. I've said this before, team. It's still a bit on the unstable side here, it feels like. Will do, Stinny. Lives pretty much next door to me. Ooh. Anyway, I'm guessing 25-minute race, 2-minute laps, 14 laps, 52%, says the man you probably can't trust with much. Yeah, I'm doing 13.5, thank you. The only time is 70-odd hours. Okay, good. Good. Hello, everyone. Hello, Ryan. How you doing, buddy? Don't suppose you tried to get on the server, did you? Probably not. You sound like you just come in from like dinner or work or something. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. It is great to be back, everyone. I do have work travel coming up in, I think it's the middle of May. I've got a work trip coming up. It will be in the middle of the week. Otherwise, at the moment, we're fairly clear. So hopefully we'll get a good, well, we're already in the middle of April. And we just missed nearly 2 weeks because of IT issues. But hopefully we'll get a good couple of weeks of streams, fairly regular, Tuesdays and Saturdays for our community racing as a minimum, maybe more. But yeah, Tuesdays and Saturdays, keep your eye on the Discord. I hope everyone's having a good day so far. It is great to be back. I just got back from the gym. There we go, knew it. Nick's. Do you know what? Every time you say that, I'm going to feel really, really bad because I have just had the worst discipline recently with the gym. When I was working in Sheffield a month ago, I nearly got a routine back, and it's just pfft, again. But not streaming has meant I've been able to do some other things with my life, which has been interesting. I don't take many breaks from this, as you guys know. We've been doing this over 2 years now. Nice one, Nick. You know what it's like, right? You're either doing it or putting it off, right? Sydney, you drive to the end of the pit lane and then it goes green and you can go. Should be simple. Right, starts in 50 seconds. Copy. Start driving. I think I'm ready to go. We've got the right scene. I have to get used to my OBS being here. Best of luck. I can't rejoin. Sorry, Dargo. Race 2 for you. Please enjoy the view. I don't like it. We know we get problems on ACC as well, right? After 7 years, we still get disconnects and things there as well. 18 seconds to go. So we can't say too much here other than it does suck, doesn't it? One way or another when things like that happen. We have limited time to race together. We all work hard and study hard and all that kind of stuff. Most of us. And, yeah, when our races don't quite happen, not the best.
Formation lap has started.
Right. My trick on LMU starts. Kicks you? George, it really hates you, doesn't it? This game's a load of dog. Oh, George. Maybe it's because there's no password, George. I'll tell you what, my server is just a server, Nige. I'll tell you that much. I'll have a password on the Thursday ones. Maybe there's a server I've got, Nige? Oh, sorry, server setting? God, there's a hair in my mouth. Right, let's go, team.
Green flag, green flag.
Here we go, 38 cars charging into T1. Ooh, latency issues, nice. Look at that. Go on, everyone. Side by side in Curva Grande. With Miles. Go on, Miles. Agreed, Charlie, agreed. We're doing all right, team. We're doing all right. We've got Dan Jammer just there. Dan is streaming right now, everybody. So don't forget to go over. Charlie, it should say, I love cats in big letters. This is going to end in tears. Dan's gone a bit wide there. We should have the pace on him here. Just be a bit patient and then go. Oh, the car behind though. Miles has got all the traction and speed coming out of Ascari. We're in trouble here. Oh, lovely. Dan blocks off the outside, which means, with any luck, I'll be able to make a bit of a move here. We've got Miles on our outside. He's probably going to understeer into oblivion. And if anything, I'll get a better run than Dan Jammer here. Again, the guy in front of me is streaming Snap by Dan. Go check him out and say hello from me, please. And if you haven't subscribed to Dan, what are you doing? Right, we're going to get him at T1 here. Oh dear, that's very aggressive there from Miles. We're going to let everyone through there. Miles might get a big warning there for overtaking off track. There we go. Then that's caused a bit of a whoopsie. Ah, Miles. Miles learning the game there. George not even allowed to learn the game. Fipsy joined the server. We've seen it all now. Oh, so am I. So am I. I'll tell you that much, Daniel. Right. Let's hope we can get a little bit clear. We've got Herb behind us, up to P10. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. Do you know what? This new brake pedal idea is probably the best thing I've come up with in a little while. Bud says, lol, how you doing, sir? Hope you're well. Love to see you on the track. He's gone wide there. That'll do us. Take a bit of slipstream and then go around the outside as we make our way to Ascari. We should have the run here, but I'm not going to be the latest breaker, I'll be honest. And he's given away the turn. We're not going to get a track cut. Let's go a bit late there, a bit slow. But we are trying to avoid those track cuts. We've got 160 frames on our 180 frame monitor. And CPU's at 2.6, 14,000 kilobytes on the stream. I hope you're all getting a nice signal this evening, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now we need to start improving our lap times a bit, right? Carriage on, 4 seconds ahead. Let's go. I might have uninstalled. Lol and Jesus. I might have uninstalled ACC. No. Don't do that, merchant. It's a bit bit hasty, a bit rushed. We have two very fast cars behind us. This could go badly. Focus. Right, they're not going to make it. We can do the turn. We can cut them both off as well. I might have accelerated too much through the mid part of that turn there. Herb ahead of Jay behind us. Long way to go in this race, only 5 minutes in. I think I need to improve my fan setup for the summer. Now, I don't want to jinx myself because there's no fun in that. But one of the other... Fair enough, merchant. One of the other technical issues I've had again recently, when everything else is going a bit bad, was the whole disconnect from the internet because my Ethernet seems to go a bit funky. As soon as I touch the cable, or even sometimes touch the PC, it seems, my internet was dropping out, and then it eventually reconnects again. And it's the Ethernet cable, right? So you may remember I bought an Ethernet USB-C adapter to see if it was the Ethernet port on my motherboard, right? See if that was the problem. So again, trying to isolate things a bit here. And we've got a car having a nightmare there. Mr. Speed, sorry to see you there, sir. So I bought a USB-C adapter, but it was still doing the same problems. Right, as soon as I touched the cable or thing, it just disconnected. And it did again while I was playing last night online with friends and family. So I'm a little bit concerned about that happening during the stream tonight. And in sim racing, you probably get disconnected from the server. So that won't be good. So I have bought a new Ethernet cable because I think that might be the last thing. Because I don't think the motherboard or the Ethernet adapter are the problem, it seems. So I have bought an Ethernet cable, another bit of purchase, of course. Great to be spending all this money. I feel like I can brake later here, you know. So we are really eliminating every issue. I'm curious to see if my brake cam, you know, my pedal cam, I'm curious to see if that breaks, because of course we've had that freeze quite a lot over the last few months. But now with my new USB setups and everything else, I'd like to think that it might freeze a lot less. So let's see if that's a thing. Also, I think it was nice. Did you ask earlier about the pedal being new? In a way, in effect, I've kind of got a new set of pedals, because the PCB board is everything on these pedals, right? Otherwise, they're just bits of metal, pretty much, and a few bits of rubber and a sensor. But getting a whole new PCB board and fitting it is almost like renewing the warranty on it, do you know what I mean? Or refreshing it. So it's a newer board. It works perfectly so far. I'm having no issues. I'm on a new perfect cable for it, an EMI cable. So really, we have maximised quite a few parts of this setup over the last few weeks. And what I'm also excited about is seeing how it handles things like, Dan, I don't want to, but sometimes you just got to spend a little bit, right? It is an expensive hobby in the end. So I'm interested to see how it handles AC Evo. Right now it seems to be handling this very well. We've got 160 frames, I can't complain. My lap times are not amazing though. Ben Shepherd in P1, how does he do it? Kuste is just ahead of me doing a 58 flat. What?
That time was
what happened to those two ahead? Am I missing something? Did Barnes and Kuste have a big tussle there? Anyway, good luck to them. I'm going slow compared to everyone around me. Yeah, I feel like I could brake later. I'll tell you what though, gang. The longer brake pedal is clearly the better idea here. What else you can do with your money? Can't take it with you. Something like that, Dan. Something like that. I do try not to spend because it's a money pit. You can just keep spending, right? And improving this and improving that. And of course the whole diminishing returns thing I was talking about before, right? Where you spend a lot of money and not a lot really changes. So is it worth it? Obviously I feel very happy having spent almost nothing to get the upgrade that I have now. So that's quite cool. Very lucky to have that. Again, thank you Stinny for your support. Anyway, all this waffling has got me losing the cars ahead and being caught by the car behind. Yeah, that's me trying not to lock up Charlie. And I said I've completely changed my brake pedal as well, right? So it feels very different now and I'm trying to get used to it. Live on stream. You know I'm no practice, gang. I do need to work on that. It will happen eventually. But yeah, I've put a spring in. I used to just have plastic that didn't move, so just pure pressure. And now I put the spring in, and it feels quite good, especially for LMU, stopping me lock up. But yeah, I still need to get better at the braking in this game, 1,000,000%. We'll turn the ABS down. We've got Jay right behind us here, taking that suck. I don't think he's going to go for it though, he's not that close. Spent 2k on your setup? Woo. Ah! My game stuttered and I hit him, I think. That's annoying. Sorry, buddy. I was going to slip around him and my game stuttered, I think. Right in the crux, and I think I've hit him. Apologies there, Jay. Fun enough, I think I'd have had him. Oh, he's gone deep again. Well, should we do another cutback? No, that car's too big. 14 minutes left. Alpha UP 1000s. Nice, I got the Alpha Mini. Love this wheel. I really don't see how I need any more power than this. I mean, of course, you can always take more power, but considering I probably need to turn it down most of the time. Right, we are in a bit of a close battle here with Jay. Colazzo with a DT behind. Don't like to see that. I'm not sure about this netcode though. It feels a little bit up and downy. Oh, there he goes. Sorry, buddy. Pretty clean overtake in the end there, nice and simple. He's outbraked himself. Very easy to do in this game. But again, my pedals... Oh, I know, Dan, you're a big boy, aren't you? The pedals with the new brake feel, it's definitely interesting. I think it's definitely going to work. It might feel very weird in ACC, we'll see. Never a truer word spoken in jest, Daniel.
Lap 150.
Right, let's cover the inside off, shall we? Because he completely outbroke us last time. Let's cover that inside. He's going right around the outside here. Look at it. Look at him go. Wow. He's got a narrow exit though. Let's go. Ah. I'm worried about hitting his car again. Can we do him into T4? What do you reckon? Outside of Curva Grande? Car hasn't got the muscle. Hopefully it was. Okay, you want the inside? You had the inside. Is he? Oh, he's so slow on the apex. Am I hitting him? I'm not getting any feedback in the wheel or anything like that. Oh, he's gone deep there. Surely he's got nothing there. And now he's under serious threat. So am I. From Colazo over DT. Calm down, Delasso. No drop frames on my OBS. Everything seems okay. CPU load still only 2.6%. What do you think of the quality, ladies and gentlemen? Does it look good? I think Charlie earlier said it looks pretty good, so that's nice to hear. Charlie on his big screen. With his big boys toys. Well, one way to tell, Dan, is just to go back in the stream, isn't it, when it buffered and see what happens this time. I guess. Alright, Colazo, on your big DT, off you go. Off you go. Oh, has he stuffed Parabolica? He stuffed Parabolica. Is he going for his drive-through? No, he's not. Okay, it's going to be funny. Looks fine here. Thank you, Nige. Nige, what are you watching on?
9.
Are you on PC, TV, laptop, phone? What you got? Are we going to go around the outside here on T1? I think so. Clean. Lovely bit of work there in NMU and Monza in the GT3s. Might be a fight back into Curva Grande, but we can just about cover that off, I think. Might have to cover the inside here. Here we go. Round 2, he's come straight back at me. We have to brake nice and late here. Oh, he's ahead. Cut back. No. Wow. 1-1. We have to start driving faster here. I've no idea. I'm going to guess track limits, Nige. I'm going to guess track limits. PC 27-inch. Okay, cool. We had a big storm here. My internet might be a bit more. Football on the TV. Villa versus PSG. How's it going? Here's a question for you, Nige, because you're sitting there tapping away on a keyboard. No Wi-Fi. Oh! Because it's fun to do, Nige. This isn't the end of the world, is it? It's fun to race other cars. He's doing it in a nice way. He's obviously desperate not to have a drive-through and have his race ended. So he wants to have a bit of a fight. I don't mind that. That was a pretty shocking Parabolica from him. But I don't know. Look, is he going to swap across the track now? There you go. Off he goes. All a bit of fun. Bolt is behind us. Oh, no, not Bolt. 1-0 PSG already? No way. Oh, boy. That's like, what, 4-1 on aggregate? No, just not, we're just racing. We've got to try not to take this hobby too serious because all the fun goes. There goes Bolt. Where are you going? Get me round him. Get me round him. No, I'm in no man's land. No. That was a terrible idea. I was too generous there. We will, yes, Dan. But I think reality is putting Nordschleife on AC Seal killed off a lot of drivers there. If we'd done like Spa or Monza, we probably would have had quite a few. Where are you going, bruv? It's Jay, he's back. He's back for more. Can we get him into the Lesmo one? Dude. I think we both chucked it there. I nearly lost the car. Technically, yes. There will, Dan. We have to send the developer the trophy. We'll take that track limit. We need it. We need that track limit. We're around the outside of the Mustang. Let's go. I think it's going to. It's going to. Has he gone too hot? Come on, Mustang. Don't understeer into me. Oh, I should have him here, you know. No chance. Oh, we lost some places there. We lost some places. Oh, we got behind Juan. Uh-oh. It's that man from Kansas. Come back. So that was the esports 360 at Parabolica line. Bit of a skill move, but not so friendly on the tyres. There you go. Useful tips here at the Sim Cafe. Yes, Mr. Merchant, we put all of that in the Discord earlier. Very interesting news as well. PMAX doing it. That was a thing. Right, 7 minutes. Can we catch up Juan? I doubt it. We've got to drive a lot better now. That was shocking. Well, Hell says, Mike, I've done worse. It was a terrible spin. I really induced it. You know when you get those kind of moments in your head where you're like, let me just try this anyway, sort of thought. In sim racing, yeah, that happened. Dan, it's only going to help. It's like I was saying earlier, though, the way they've worded it with the whole, we can now go for at least another year. So if they didn't get that money, how long was it going to last? I thought they were in trouble. I mean, I didn't expect them to get the generous benefactor. I think someone said that there was word of this on the pipeline a few months ago, because it's not something that happens overnight by any means, right? But yeah, they've done it. So congrats to them. And hopefully we can see a lot more tracks coming. Keep the cars up to date. We've got 3 nice classes. I guess I don't need any more classes, right? LMP2, Hyper, and GT3. And GTE. Well, they're dead now, right? I think, isn't it? I think it's been killed. Anyway, they've got those classes. Let's add a load of more tracks, please. And historic class, if you want. Do like GT1 from 2002 or something crazy. And that's it, right? GT still a great drive. I might do it on Saturday night. LMP3, maybe Dan, but I don't want too many different car types, I'll be honest. But having said that, if they build it into the game like LMP3s for the beginners type stuff, and graduate your way up kind of thing, that might make it feel a bit more fun. There's ways to make it work. But as long as they can put a bunch more tracks in this, and also, I am excited about the potential of team racing in this. Yeah, I do enjoy the LMP2 night. This is why I'm kind of struggling a little bit with my decision making here. 5 minutes left. We're trying to catch Jay and Carrillo. And Kuste, he must have had a whoopsie. We've got a lot to learn with our new brake pedal, but it seems to be working quite well for me in LMU. I've barely locked up once. Arctic will be so proud. He hates my braking in this game. Yeah, I'm dollar. I'm dollar. I'm 4. Oh. Kuste. What's going on with you, bro? .2 to Jay. I can't believe I'm seeing so many want a career mode. In what, sorry? Oh yeah, loads of... No, I mean, there will always be more offline than online races. Never forget that, Dan. Our little world of hyper-competitive online... John Ford? What are you doing, mate? Our little world of competitive racing. Yeah. It's quite niche. Most people are just soloing on their own. People love doing solo. In their own time, no worry about other people, you know, no worry about aggression in the chat, all sorts of different reasons. So I get that. It's not for me. But it sure is a big part of sim racing. And you can see that in the numbers in Euro Truck Sim and BeamNG. Numbers are mad. Right. The Porsche is really twitchy. Broke the rear wing and crashed in a straight. Yeah, unfortunately, Lauren, I'm kind of avoiding the Porsche in this game. It seemed a bit like hard work, unfortunately. We're catching Jay here. Maybe he just wants to fight for the last few laps. Let's find out. That would be a top 10 finish in front of us. Not sure how many laps there. Got murdered by P3. Oh, bro, that sucks. You were right up there, weren't you, John? Sorry about that. I hate AI stuff now, apart from F1. In computer games as a whole, I tend to avoid AI. I just would million times prefer to race or play or fight with humans or whatever you want to call it. The only time I think AI works is when it's dumb. So, you know, like hordes, like zombie hordes where they just run at you. Perfect. AI is good for that, just have things running at you. But when it becomes complex, you know, driving or shooting at other humans and so on, the AI stuff for me really interests me. And he's gone wide at Parabolica. That'll be us. We kept it inside the curb this time. We've got the run on Jay. Top 10, here we go. That should be us in the T1, surely. You were P2? Oh, John. My heart. Tonight's European times are over, says Merchant. Oh, well. That's sad. Do you know what? I was reading the chat and nearly missed the braking completely there while attempting an overtake. Not my best work. And to reiterate, as usual in games, don't know, the Porsche is very fun to drive, but man, it's really on the edge. It doesn't feel like edge here. It feels like it's not... Well, do you know what? I would say it doesn't feel that fun to drive in this game. Really, for me. And the edge is definitely there. So it's like, okay. Killing myself for no reward. Oh, that's slow. That's slow. I think we'll get away with that. I need this to be the last lap, don't I? Is that the case? Must be. Oh, the leaders are quite far ahead. Oh, boy. Come on, leader. Don't finish this lap. Oh, I'm screwed. Come on, leaders. Do not finish the race. Ben Shepherd, car 46. Where even is he? Oh, he's going to finish the lap, isn't he? I am screwed. I am screwed. Not good management at all. Hello, Jeff and chat. Greetings from hot ass. That's vague. Hello. How you doing, buddy? We're not hot here. We had some sunny weather for a few days, but it's probably about 60 degrees. Okay, so now we got some work to do. It's a joke, single player ACC. Yeah, pretty much.
That time was a 1:53.57.
Right, 0.6. Oh yes, Nigel, all the way. Let's get some speed up. Yeah, a lot of people did, Lauren. Lauren, are you aware of the developer of that game making their new game, Project Revival? Are you aware of this? Maximum apex speed, nice. What about it? What about it, Beardy? You want some? What? George. George, tell your brother to sort his life out. Thank you, AJ. Do you like him? George, do you know what your brother did? He fought me into T1, completely missed it, and then overtook about 4 cars off track. Obviously, that gave him the whole, you're going to get a penalty thing. He then decided to slow down on Curva Grande and caused the right old pile up. That is your officially rated... Yeah, you saw that, did you? Yes, because you're watching. Yeah, he's... have a little... Send him a WhatsApp. Tell him we love him. And there's a stop-go penalty. Did I see Zlatnik doing donuts? If I cruise, does everyone think the race is already over? I heard about it, but you know, now the industry changed. Hope they nail it. Am I going to make it over the line, Beardy? I'll tell you what, really useful for me to see that when you do run out of energy, you get that stop-go, right? Run out of fuel last lap. Tell me about it, Owen. We made it. 0.1 in the tank. Yeah, no, happy with these socks, AJ. Alright. Dan Jammer, Dan, stop it. Oi, what is this? Have a word. Oh, my force feedback. My eyes. Villa got a goal. Go on, Villa. Let's have something out of it. I almost murdered you. Almost, Bolt. I think you very much nearly... That was a great race. I finished P17, sadly. A lap ahead of Jammer, though. Stick that, Dan. Everybody, please go to Snap by Dan's stream right now and tell him that I'm cussing him down for beating him, that I think he's a terrible driver who's incredibly overrated in our community, and I just proved that by beating him by over a lap. It was, wasn't it, Flimp? Thanks for the entertainment. Great race. Cheers, Nige. Make me. Hopefully see you sat. Ha ha ha. Oh, what? Are you off, Nige? Ah, Quick T says, lol. Everyone, get over there now. Tell Dan exactly what I said. Repeat it, everyone. Don't just one person say it. I want everyone to say it on Dan's stream. And if he's got a message back for me, let me know. Open it, says George. George, do you know what, George? For a small fee... Hold on, wait. It's a kid-friendly channel. Not over on Dan's one, it isn't. George, for a small, tiny fee... I love you, Jeff. Oh, Dan. Oh. I did quite a good heart there, didn't I? For a small, tiny fee, George, you can be the server guy. You know that. You could have... In fact... I have, haven't I, George? I have. In fact, George, do you know what? You can set up a TSC server with the same name and launch it before I do, and people would be none the wiser and would end up joining yours. And you can launch whenever you want. Got murdered lap 11 Ascari. Sorry, John. We'll watch it back after the second race. If you can remind me, that'd be amazing. I sat waiting for 50 minutes. Oh, don't make me sad, George. We all have to... I've been sat waiting for 2 weeks. All right? For my things to work again. So don't you worry. We're all feeling the pain, all right? Violins in the chat for George, please. Violins in the chat. Okay. Oh, of course I've not configured the session. Give me a second. You're going to love this, George. You're going to love this about me. Right. Okay. So, manage. Race number 2 is 10/20/20. Yeah. Time of day. Yeah, why not? Race details. LMP2s at... Where are we? We're at Le Mans, aren't we? Ooh. Save that. Full cam. Dan said you need to go faster. He was beating you until he died. What? Oh, my hair's a bit... That's not really what we want, is it? Come on, sort the hair out, Jeff. Did you see the big problem with that, Flinth? Oh, my tyres be dead. Lauren, with my new travelling brake pedal, I don't lock up the tyres anymore, because to lock it, I have to squeeze it. There's travel, and then the last bit, I have to squeeze. No lock-ups anymore. I'm going slow, but the tyres are happy. The tyres are very happy. Okay. 10/20/20. I really hope no one gets kicked. Everyone stop talking to Jeff. That is the best idea. Also, driver assists. Let's turn that off. Let's turn all this off. There we go. Save that. Boo yow. And Le Mans, there's tyre warmers, no? If I remember. Tyre warmers at Le Mans. Let's do it. Let's do it. Tyre warmers at Le Mans. Tyre heater. I think it'll increase the pressure too. What have I done now? I think I'll increase the pressure too. Well, no, I've changed the whole travel of my brake lawn. There's a new world I'm in right now. I've used the same brake pedal for what, a year and a half, nearly a year, maybe longer, and now I've changed everything with it, and it feels loose, but I think I'll get used to the travel. And also, where are the guns, Jeff? Where are the guns, Jeff? Oh, don't look. I've got nothing left. Honestly, Dan, I'm sad. I'm very sad. I need to get that routine summer body coming. If I increase the pressure, I'll have more travel. Yes, you would technically always. But have you got a really stiff brake? So is it like you just need to push harder? Because that's what I'm saying. I've changed the feel of the brake itself, and I think a lot of people tend to have it more like this, obviously the default way, and I can see why. That also, I think for AC Evo driving real road cars, I just wanted a little bit of feel rather than pressure, and also for the good old heel toe, this is probably easier. Look, I can't. I'm getting distracted. George, tell him, George. 4 to 5. Yeah, I'm probably running about that now, I'd say, Flimp. I did tighten up the pre-tensioner. Do you know what it is as well, George? I hate this system because as soon as I push go, we are locked in. I can't change anything, and that makes me nervous, all right? It makes me very, very nervous. Okay? Just being honest with you, George. There's a lot of pressure on me here. I think we're good to go. I genuinely hope no one gets booted out of this race, but it seems to be a thing. Let's go. The server is alive. 4-hour race. Great. What? Lauren? You see what I mean? Don't do this to me. I'm too old for this. It's scary. Stop with the excuses. 4 to 5 centimetres is a lot, I heard. Sydney, down boy. Since GT3 and LMU ACC dead to me, says Flint. Well, I mean, Sydney's sad to see it. Yeah, you did get me. Sydney is sad to see it, and I do love ACC, but this is a new kid. It's got the 2.5 million behind it. Kunos are busy apologising for AC Evo. I didn't realise it was that bad. I thought they were just in the early days. It makes me sound like they're struggling now. No, I haven't, Dan. So, yeah. Yeah, good luck, Kunos. I'm sure you'll be fine. Alright, a couple of servers are up, aren't they? Jeez. This is more and more servers. That's good to see because, yeah, they need a bit more public stuff. Oh. Do we need to try again on that one, do we? Let's try that again. There we go. AC Evo problem. Well, they sent out a video the other day, like apologising and everything. I think it was more focused on the whole online offline debate, like can you access things offline if you're not in that online mode. And they're like, look, there's definitely an offline mode, which I always assumed there would be for AC because come on, it is the sandbox game, right? It does. I think the problem with that is it more and more weakens the online proposition, the whole licensing and building up a car thing. It becomes a bit irrelevant, doesn't it, very quickly? I don't know how you can really match and marry the two. I'm happy for them to try. Don't know. Yeah. Well, look. LMU. The problem is we can't have a little bit of ACC, can you? 'Cause it doesn't work like that. You need a lot of one. So maybe LMU and AC Evo for the next year. Who knows? Who knows? I don't think they're going to have like what was in ACC. Daniel, we've talked about this quite a lot, right? Server is up, Flint. Yes, it is. I'm in it right now, ladies and gentlemen. We talked about that quite a lot, Daniel. We know AC, the original, is not like a pure racing, hardcore racing, daily races kind of sim, right? We know that. We do know that. And looking at the numbers, it seems like the money is made in the open world, open racing thing, open driving, right? Well, the numbers are there anyway. So I don't know how hardcore AC Evo will ever get. Now, the other thing is, do they see a succession for ACC? Do they release ACC 2, for example, on maybe a Kunos platform rather than Unreal Engine? Do they want to do a successor to ACC, or do they just put it in AC Evo? Which I think a lot of us would prefer, obviously. I hope they do put it in AC Evo. Where does the SRO license go, Dan? Flint, potentially, but probably not. You know, where does SRO license go for GT3 racing? Does it go anywhere? Does AC Evo get it, and then we get some nice chunk of cars? And I think the best thing about having it in AC Evo, if I was going to guess, which I think is probably where it's going to go wrong, but you would have the GT3 car, like a full GT3 car selection. You'd have a GT3 calendar of tracks, and then you'd have other AC Evo tracks as well, which would be pretty cool, right? Oh, open wheel. The open wheel coming to AC Evo has me very excited because I've never driven an open wheel car in a high quality sim before, so that'll be very interesting. Will that become everyone's new obsession for a bit? Who knows? Yeah. Good to see lots of the community on the server already. Bolt, Ford, Santons, Barnes, Jammers, Latnik, Jay, Clarksons, Kuste, Brearley, Felkman. I did hear iRacing was going for SRO license. I did hear the iRacing was going for the SRO license. Well, there you go. Team stuff. Good point, Dan. I'd like to think they'll add it to AC Evo, but we don't know, do they? And they are a small team. I mean, watching that video back, it's a couple of guys in an office, isn't it? And you're like, okay, I see. I have got 6 minutes left on this practice. I do need to practice this as well because I do not know the track very well. I'm very sorry about that, Dan. We are going to go on board with the one and only Kuste. The graphics, I've turned all the graphics up, by the way. I've turned up all the graphics. So hopefully that looks better. We're on 240 frames. I could turn it up again, actually. I could turn it up one more time. Agreed, Wouter. Agreed, Wouts. There's a lot to go. Even just like as like an AMS2 but done properly, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, we have a couple of little variety championships and races in it. But it's the open world, Wouts. It's the open world. You know I want that cruising with you. Oh, Kuste! Killed! Who killed him? Was that George? George, did you just kill someone? Wow. I'm sorry. NFM might be done for. A whole different story there, isn't it, Dan? Looks like it. I feel sorry for them in a way, but what do you expect? Your success is predicated on something else. When that something else stops, what are you left with? Yeah, I did. George. I am very sorry, Kuste. George killed you. I'll be back in 1 second, chat. And back in the room. Hello, everyone. Walter says, wow. Hold on, what have I missed? I don't think so. If they do dedicated servers for Ace, then they'll move everything. That would be cool. I mean, I won't miss a penalty system. It's terrible. Which one? Oh, LMU. Oh, LFM. That's another story. While the community race is fun at Monza, finally some proper driving. Yeah, you're always going to get that. Look, we get it in the daily races as well, right? So let's just deal with it. Of course, David, I'd love to see you on the server, but we can't have it all. I haven't seen you in the chat yet, Realstone. Where are you? LFM penalty system, yeah. I've fallen foul of that, Daniel, a few times. I got a month ban and a 3-day ban for things that were a little bit, we'll call it unfortunate, shall we? Yeah. Anyway, great to see the server. 19 on there. Rarish wasn't in the main race earlier, was he, actually? Or was he? Sorry, guys. I missed the results at the front in the last race. That's quite poor of me. Apologies for that. Great to see so many names on the server. Not much of the public filling it out yet, though. The racing is lovely when it happens, Wouter. And I don't think we should take it too seriously either. Because sometimes it doesn't happen, right? And if you watch enough real-life racing, you know how often they screw it up. And boy, there's some consequences with that. Right? So... you know. I'll try and enjoy myself. Rarish is in quali, maybe got disconnected. I hope not. I hope he left. I hope he didn't get disconnected. I hope no one's getting disconnected, really. As soon as quali starts, we'll do some laps. Let's go back in watch mode, shall we? Here's Dan Jammer on track. Dan is also streaming, everybody. I broke Wouter his ankles in the Monza race. You're right. Oh, Dan. I'm sure he meant to do that. I broke Wouter his ankles. Do you mean you broke Rarish's ankles and he quit? Or what? What happened? Sydney, did you do the first race? What did you think of it? Are you still upset about the FFB? Work tomorrow, Jeff. My ankles. No, I think Wouter, he's gone crazy with the syntax and punctuation, quite frankly. But what do you expect from Sydney with his... There you go. Snap by Dan is available to watch there. There's the link, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know Snap by Dan, he's a big part of our community. He streams very regularly, very often. He's great to watch. He's a great driver. He's got great taste in military history. Books. How do we say this? What's he good at? He's a great photographer. We met at Brands Hatch. I was very lucky to meet him. What else about Dan? I think he's probably better at delivering posts than the average postman, by the looks of it. Yeah, there you go. Great postman. Good rage. He does some good raging sometimes. It's always fun to watch. Lots of abuse about mothers. Parabolica, lap 1. Oh, boy. Howdy, Keith. Keith, get on the server, mate. Will ya, if you don't mind? Oh, racing was all right. He's softening up. And Sydney, you understand this is where we're doing our racing in the future, then maybe just deal with it. I mean, find a way to enjoy it. That's what I'm trying to do. Right. Okay. And like I say, the team racing on this could be good. Bruh, that's ages ago. Hello, Keith. Whoa. What's ages ago? Keith saying howdy. Is that what you mean? I can't tell because that's bruh ages ago. But yeah, you can see my delay on the chat. I'm guessing I'm still getting it, right? I don't know. Let's go car setup. Let's take out a few laps, shall we? And let's go for a little drive. I waited for you. You banged doors. Oh, Sydney. Sydney causing trouble. Oh, see that polygon. Okay, cool. I'm just checking my just checking my chat. It seems to be refreshing quite quickly all the time at the moment, which is good. Nice and active as well. Good evening, everyone. I know a lot of the time when you tune into a stream, you just want to sit and watch it, right? You don't want to have to sit there chatting and entertain the streamer and everyone else. Just sit and watch. And I get that, especially when the race starts. I think as a streamer, you kind of want the chat to run away all the time and keep going. But in the reality, when you're... Oh, slow down, Jeff. When you're getting into the start of a race, just, you know, let it settle in and get focused and let everyone enjoy the actual racing for a bit. Rather than me talking absolute nonsense constantly, which is a bit of a habit of mine. Right. I'm going to head off to bed, Jeff. Good night, good night. Great to see you, Dan, as always. Love having you around, sir. Really looking forward to... Are we meeting in Spa or not? I hope we are. End of June. Yeah, good to see you, sir. Looking forward to doing some team racing with you again in the future. Maybe on LMU, right? That'd be cool. Have a good rest of your stream, Jeff. Not sure yet. Fair enough, sir. It would be great, but we'll have many opportunities in the future. And I think we'll do Le Mans 24 one day, I reckon, as a community. We've got loads of time. One day in the future. Okay. Braking too late. It is good though, with my new brake pedal travel, I'm finding it much easier not to hit the last 5-10% basically. The problem is, I don't know when I'm meant to hit that last 5 or 10%. Are you meant to never hit it? Are you meant to do it in the middle of the braking, or at the very beginning, or maybe at the end? See what I mean? I don't know when, if ever, I'm meant to do 100% braking. If anyone has the LMU answer, if anyone's really fast in the LMP2s and knows what they're talking about, not you, Dan, go to bed. But if anyone here does know the LMP2 cars well and knows what I should be doing with the braking, please let me know. Racing here in the dailies is going to be very exciting tomorrow night. I'm sure we're all going to die. I do like that little sequence, I've got to be honest. The fast turn into this slow one's pretty cool. And then a heavy braking zone down into first or second. Michi Hoya. I'm sure he is. Don't know what speeds I'm meant to be doing around there. We'll have to figure that out. I do like these LMP2s quite a lot, you know. Wow, okay, you've got to brake earlier there. Good night, mate. What about you, Wout? Are you doing quali? And how's the partner, sir? How's the healing process looking? Is it going to be straightforward and long? Patience will be quite tough, I'd imagine. George having a whale of a time there. Just waiting to get kicked off the server again, aren't you, George? Got a feel for him. Miles the Menace Clarkson up ahead. Miles up ahead is racing Caterhams in real life at the moment. I'll get it wrong. Was not thinking about my braking zone there. Was too busy talking about Miles and his exploits in real life. That was clever, Jeff. Don't do that too often. I was trying to think. It's Donington and Alton Park recently, I think. Crazy. Right, okay. A little bit of focus. 14 minutes left in quali. Still don't know the track very well, I've got to be honest. Really don't know the layout that well. The public is starting to fill up the server. Will be interesting to see how many people we get on Saturday night for the second round of Battle of the Sims. It's turning out to be quite a cool championship, you know. Quite a lot of fun. Only 23 people finished Nords, I think, so that's a maximum £230 payout for finishing every race. So we should be okay, I think, just about. We might be able to afford that. But I'm sure we won't have every one of those 23 finished, so it might end up being too expensive, should we say. I'll tell you what you can't do. Can't do that at full speed. What I did was turn in then, it felt like. Don't do that, champs. Let's go. We've got work to do on this track. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm sure that's painfully obvious anyway, but let's go. I did exactly the same thing you did, said Rash. Is it meant to be full speed or not, Rash? I thought you could just... Do I have to lift? Or something? Because last lap or two, I've not really had that problem. But good to know we're still as incompetent as each other. Rash, we're having a little pew after this? You know you want to. Cool. Will do. Then fully brake. Oh, well. Whoopsie. Well, my brake feels very different now, Rash, so I'm kind of getting used to it. So give me some grace. I'm guessing the tyres are toast. I need to get my head back in the game here. Sorry, chat, I'm feeling a bit distracted for a second. Hold on. Hold on. 11 minutes left. Grip hacks. Yeah, I need some of them. Let's go. We need to get a little bit more familiar and speedy. We're probably quite far off here at the moment. That's my guess. Not many lap times have been set, it seems. Interesting. Maybe we just need to set a time. We'll be a hero. LMU can get in the bin for now, says George. George, what happened? That's the spirit. George, what happened? Did you try driving an LMP2? Did you try braking? What was it? I keep doing that. Really need to brake a lot earlier for that turn. Talk to me, George, come. Collectively, we all want it in the bin. Just want to have fun, and this isn't fun. What about it isn't fun? I mean, ACC is challenging, right? This is challenging as well. So what is it? ACC is where the heart is, says George. Interesting. And you don't find you're not enjoying the racing in this, George, no? I mean, is there a chance you've not done any practice and you just suck a little bit? Because that's where I've been a lot with this game. Is that a thing? Is it the cars are not easy enough to drive? John quite likes the LMP2s. I do as well. I think, like I've said many, many times, I think if the cars are harder to drive and people will have more accidents more often, then you're going to get less kind of close racing, right? And fights, really. That I see as a downside for sure. And then it's the question of, do people want a bigger challenge than the GT3? Because we kind of know how safe and secure the GT3 is, right? You know, and also you can up the TC and ABS without destroying your lap time. And then, of course, as you improve, you can... I've ridden that curb, what, 3 times in a row now? Shall I stop doing that? Shall I actually stop riding that curb? That'd be amazing for everyone, wouldn't it? You lot must be feeling like you're watching Groundhog Day. Let's not do that again. George, why don't you enjoy it, buddy? I want you to enjoy it. It's different tracks. We are in different cars. And I've got used to the FFB and all that kind of stuff. I'm happy. The graphics, I've increased them since my new graphics card. We look fine. The team racing in this, George, should be very good, so there is that. Yeah. I want you to enjoy the racing with us, George. Are you sure you're not enjoying it? I mean, you've got a lot of ability when we race together normally. You're never normally struggling to control a car and drive well. You're normally one of the more able drivers, I'd say, in the game. Just want to get on and race, not keep ending in the barrier. Haven't got time to learn it. Ah! Right. Okay, yeah, the kicking you out bit, that sucks. We know that. The whole not got time to learn it bit, I get that, George, I get it. I totally get that. Think about all the hours you put into ACC and how, like, natural it is to you now, sort of thing, right? Right, if you think about that. Unfortunately, you kind of got to do it all again with LMU, and maybe more, because this might be more complicated on the driving. So, and there's different cars that are quite different in this that we could float around in, right? Come on, man. Good, George, because next round of bots, oh boy. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, I need to brake earlier. I need to brake earlier. But also, George, learning new things in sim racing is fun. Put the brake force higher in Heusinkveld. You reckon? You don't think I'm braking enough, Sydney? I can just push it a lot. I'm really still being quite gentle on the brake, despite the travel. There you go. Right, this turn here. Roush had a little lift, I think. Yeah, George, we want you to enjoy your racing with us, buddy. Just persevere a bit, stick it out. Maybe lower your expectations, hang around at the back a little bit for a while. I am like seconds off the pace here normally. And you know in ACC I'm sort of vaguely competitive, right? But yeah. Tough it out a little bit, George, please, if you don't mind. As I said to Sydney the other day, I want to race with you. And wherever we find ourselves doing that, we just got to make it work, right? I decided you need to do a British GT Championship on ACC, Jeff. GT3 and 4 on all British tracks. George, we were very close to doing that. A little 4-race series before the summer this year. I am not in the right place on track, I'm just chatting. Yeah, we were going to do that, George. Well, basically where the Bots Championship is now, we were thinking of doing a GT3 probably, or maybe Porsche Cup and GT4, British GT Series. But I'll tell you what, George, in our community and maybe the competitive sim racing community as a whole, a lot of interest in LMU at the moment. So I'm not sure how many numbers we'd have got. Most people would rather play LMU in our community at the moment. I don't know how much that sentiment, oh, and the next lap, cheers, echoes throughout the sim racing world, because ACC player numbers seem okay, but anyone can tell you when you go on LMU at the moment, LFM, sorry, when you go on LFM, it definitely feels a bit quieter, right? So that's not a good thing. ACC has no impetus, nothing new happening for it in any way, and that is going to hurt it clearly. So to be honest, George, the best thing we could do was smuggle in ACC with the Bots Championship. That's literally what we've had to do. Drag people, bribe them, everything we can to get people to still play ACC, which is kind of sad, but here we are. And Charlie added 5 kilos to his brake pressure, and that helped with locking up. Exactly that. Scott says game is really good. I'm definitely learning to enjoy it. That's the best way I can describe it. I'm learning to enjoy it. And it's definitely different to ATC in a lot of ways. Some good, some bad. Deal with it. And yes, it does require a little bit more practice, because we've got no history with this game like we do with ACC. We've all got thousands of hours of ACC. Flimp says LMP2 harder here than expected. They're no joke, are they, Flimp? Multi-class and just the noise and graphics. I don't know. I just love it. Nice to hear, Scott. I think, again, there's still plenty of things about ATC I prefer, but maybe that stuff doesn't matter if everyone's over here anyway. And with the news today, George, that they just received a £2.5 million cash injection from Pimax, I think motorsports seem okay, and LMU's going to keep growing, hopefully, in content and everything. Player base, opportunities, who knows? I have a valid lap. Damn you, Flimp. That's a lot better than I can manage. Also, Flimp, I went off track on like turn 3 and they're like, yeah, next lap invalid. And it's like, oh yeah, because the launch from this turn is what's going to do it for me. Honestly, I've had enough, Flimp. I've had enough. I'm in so much trouble in the race, you know that. So much trouble. I do not know this track at all. That last section, couldn't tell you what's going on. Shocking. And Scott says, I do miss Silverstone though. They need to add it. There's a lot of tracks I'll start missing if we stop playing ACC much, I'll tell you that. Including Nordschleife, Silverstone, Kyle Army, Zolder, Mount Panorama. There's a lot of amazing tracks on ACC. People forget how good we've got it in ACC. You may find people go back towards it at some point for some reason, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe LMU fumbled the bag a bit with their team stuff. They might take a while getting that right. Who knows? We don't know, do we? We're just passengers on this wonderful ride called life. Right, let's bang a little cherry sour. Do you think they'll add them? Well, I don't know, Scott. Valencia, Sydney. Get in the bin. Scott, it depends on... Again, I don't really know this that well, so I don't know if it's licenses, but... Yeah, it depends, right? ELMS, ALMS, Middle Eastern one, I think that's called A as well, I'm not sure, Asian. Yeah. Dad frags with the big question. Are the pedals okay? Hello everyone. I'm back on the mic. So, yes, they work just fine. In fact, Dad frags, I've added a lot more travel to my brake. See, my brake is now moving. Before it was just pure pressure. Now it moves a little bit. Yeah. John. I didn't really have a disconnect for like a year and a bit. And it all just went boom. Nor do I, Lauren. I don't even have the muscle memory for the brakes on my rig. Yeah, I know you didn't like it, John. You weren't alone, so I thought fair enough. Yeah. We've improved it. It now has travel. I'm not sure about this camera. I think the camera needs a bit of love. It's not quite staying where it needs to. Means you're kind of there, buddy. We'll have to work on that a little bit. Anyway. I'm useless around Le Mans. Tell me about it. I ruined it myself. Perfectly fine on those fun chicanes. I put myself in the wall. I'm going to do that a lot, John. I'm really worried about this race. Willow, good evening. Hope you're well, sir. It would be great to see you on the track at some point. But yeah, no, John. I mean, I'm thinking it's almost like I've got a new set of pedals because that board is basically the whole pedal. Everything else is just a few bits of metal, right? And those bits of metal are just fine, as we know. They ain't going anywhere. But the actual board, I've got a new one, right? And so really, I'm laughing. I've got a whole new brake. A whole new pedal set, if you like. These should last me, hopefully, a very long time. Oh, whoa, bearded, no way. Villa have scored 2 goals in 2 minutes. Is it 3-2? And therefore, it's 5-4 on aggregate to PSG, and there's still plenty of time. That sounds incredible. Yeah, 5-4 on aggregate. Stream looking crisp, mate. You upgraded. Is it, Willow? Ah. Well, funnily enough, I'm on the AMD encoder. So I've got an AMD... Hugh, hello. Oh, no, he scored again. Amazing, Beardy. I'm going to miss that, unfortunately. Oh, well. Hugh, good evening, sir. Lots going on here tonight, Hugh. Hugh, love it if you can join us on Saturday for our next bots race, sir. Saturday night. And we're practicing for it on Thursday. Okay, Hugh? Check out the Discord. I know you're not good with those things. We'll be in your next season as long as it's LMU. Interesting. Not amazing on my... I know, Beard, but come on. I know, you can't celebrate that. Fair enough. I can. It's a British club and it's interesting. Poor you. It's a bit like me watching Arsenal smashing Real. Hello, Jamie Parr. Great to see you in the chat, sir. Would love to see you on the server as well. Right, let's put in a little message. Okay, I'm enjoying my new wheel getting quicker. Good to hear it. And of course, yeah, how is it running a DD wheel now? Does it feel very different to the clunks and bumps of a Logitech? Does it feel very different? Tell us, Hugh. Hugh, we want long descriptions of how it feels in the turns, how it feels overall. Does it feel quality as well? Does it feel about the same quality as a G29? Is Thursday open to anyone? Yes, it is, Willow. And so is Saturday, don't forget. There are no sign-ups for our current series. No sign-ups. Just turn up. We will do all the points, everything. Money, you name it. Right. I should be good for Saturday. That is awesome to hear. Yeah, Hugh, come on, give us some info about your new wheel, buddy. We want to hear some stuff about it. I'm very excited for you because you've been sim racing for a long time, right, with that other setup. And recently your setup's been massively upgraded in that way because you've got a full rig now, right, as well, if I'm right? And you've got now a decent set of... What pedals have you got, by the way? Yeah, I know, John. It's always the fear, isn't it, in this game? Has my game just died when it starts sticking? Right, how many laps do we need, chaps? 3.5 minutes a lap is 6, 7... Well, we ran out last one, so let's go 7.5. How much do we need, chaps? Is 7.5 good? Thanks for hosting. No problem, sir. No problem at all. Hope you join us in the Discord and the YouTube. Willow says, what track and what car? Interlagos in the LMP2 and GTE, Willow. Hugh says it's brilliant, like driving a new Porsche. Amazing feeling and weight. Love to hear it, Hugh. Just standard pedals with a T598. Is that the new sort of cheaper version of the TLCM? They don't look too bad, to be fair, Hugh. 6.4 laps, 7.5 is what I'm using. Yeah, love your work.
Formation lap has started.
Well done, Jeff. Jeff didn't push ready on time. Well done, Jeff. Too busy chatting to you guys. Genius. Clever, clever boy. Well, there's going to be some crashing anyway, so might be better off here. I do feel a bit stupid now, though. They're properly sprung. Yes, they are, Hugh. Cheers, mate. I'll be there. Good to hear it, Willow. Good to hear it. Rarish in the pits. Rarish, what are you doing here? Maybe I'll take one more of these. Here come the cars. Slowly but surely. Who's behind us? Sydney? I didn't see anyone getting disconnected. Don't know why. The way it corrects itself in your hands, right, Hugh? And the responsiveness. Also, do you know what one of the biggest things for me was, Hugh, about using a DD wheel over a gear or belt? When I resist the force feedback, I don't feel like I'm about to break it. But when you're using a gear or a belt, you can feel yourself fighting against it. And I worry about breaking it. Oh wow, that's a long time. So, I think what happened there was... Oh, well done, Sydney. He's struggling so much, you gotta laugh. Right. I think what happened was someone didn't do their start properly there. And so we were left waiting for someone at the back of the pack. Sydney's already binned it. I've already binned it! That's quite funny. Let's not have any damage. That is, Sydney laughing his head off, I'm sure. No! Let's not have a big hit. Oh, that's orange. Oh, boy. That's not good. Rear-ended first corner, says Scott. Well done, Scott. Hugh says, I cherish it like my love for the Ferrari Enzo FX. Love it. My car went to the air and then got punted. It's exciting. Spat my drink out there. Oh, Beardy, honestly. Suck on this one. Me and Le Mans, I need to do some serious practice on this track because I do not drive it very well. Who's this? Sydney and Verstappen. Oh, I love overtaking Verstappen. I think Sydney's car is broken. If I didn't know better, and got to drive through. Of course you did. You deserved it as well. You know that, Flint. You deserved it. He's still fighting the wiggles. Poor guy, I gave him a tiny tap. My car was written off at T1. Oh, dad frag. Dave, everyone's having a shocker. I've already got orange damage on the front of my car, so I am purely using this as the practice I need for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be farming our safety rating here on the daily races on LMU. I hope you can all tune in and have a good laugh with me as we battle our way through some fairly interesting lobbies, no doubt. Nothing to do with me. Oh, Dave. Sorry if you got hit, mate. It is a public server, so I'll go elsewhere. A bit lucky on the brakes there. Hugh says, I'm having great success with interviewing whole sim racing communities. Perhaps we could have a Sim Cafe get-together on StreamYard. That'd be wonderful, Hugh, yeah. I think I saw you doing that with someone the other day. I was thinking about doing that kind of like myself in a way with the community, but a bit tricky with this lot. So I think just doing it as a one-off would probably work quite well. We don't need to keep doing it every week, do you know what I mean? We kind of could as a community. Would be fun. You see how I literally don't know what I'm doing through that? Like, badly, shockingly. Right, obviously quite bad. Change the direction, Jeff, sort your life out. Ooh, that bump came out of nowhere. Honestly, my driving couldn't be worse. But we might just catch some of the guys ahead of us. Let's go. Let's do it at Spa 24, says Flint. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, the interview. Hold on. I'd have stayed, but suspension was bent. Oh, I totally get that, Dave. I mean, damage on this game is a bit oppressive, isn't it? But there we are. They got to do it somehow. I'm going to read all your messages in a moment, chat. Let me just get on the main straight. So if you've got anything to say, get it in the chat now and I'll read it in the main straight. 5 seconds to Radu. Let's see if we can catch Radu. I think the car's a bit skittish with the orange damage on the front. 3 bent suspensions, orange front and rear, forced to retire. Will we be practicing Interlagos before Saturday, says Willow. Yes, sir. Please do join us on Thursday night where we'll be doing some practice races at Interlagos. You'll have 2 races, so you get a chance to try both classes at the track and see which one you prefer. There's not a lot of difference in speed between them, to be honest, so the multi-class element's going to be quite tough. Excuse me. We are 3 seconds behind Redoute and Zoo with 14 minutes left. Let's keep pushing here. P1 is Aqua. Well done to you, Waterboy. A one-off with a handful of enthusiastic members. Exactly. Yeah, we need the ones who'll chat a bit, right, Hugh? But I think there's some that don't stop, to be honest. Maybe I need all, like... As you know, we've got a few streamers in our community, Hugh, right? Quite a few. They even get their own categories in the Discord, don't they? So maybe we just need to include all of those guys. That'd be quite fun. Thanks so much, Jeff. Thank you, Willow, for being part of this, mate. I mean, it's selfish for me. I just want people to race with. I'm not doing it for anyone else. This is all for me. Pretty soft on the braking there. We could have gone a bit harder, I think. Oh, no! D. Anthony in the wall. We are catching Zoo and Redoute. Casella still 4.5. Flip created his first LMU clip. Good to hear. Definitely, says Hugh. Agreed, mate. Agreed. I'll be famous. Yes, you will, mate. Yes, you will. Don't you worry. Your time is coming, Flint. In the spotlight. I can see it. You're a spotlight kind of guy. Right, can we get a decent exit here? I think we can. The car ahead sounds awesome. Yeah, so that's something I've got to learn as well. When you're in these cars, you can't do sudden change of direction in the braking zone. That doesn't work. I thought for a minute he was going to brake. So I was going to do my traditional ACC jinking to the right, and I've just spun. So clearly you've got to be very careful in the braking zones in these things. Okay. This is exactly what these races are all about, Sydney. Shocking outcome for me. I thought the no practice would work. I know how you feel, mate. We're both in that boat right now. But we do use these races for practice, right? It's exactly what they're for. It's exactly what these races are all about in my eyes. Break a few eggs to make the daily race omelette. Learn the track. Do some laps with your friends. Have a laugh. Sydney was actually quite funny when you spun out at the beginning of lap 1. And then, of course, I did exactly the same. Very sorry about that contact ponton. Sorry, buddy.
That time was a 4:00.93.
That's what it's all about. I've got to try and make sure we never take any of this too seriously, right? We've got to make sure we're enjoying our spare time together. Oh dear. And I think nowhere will that be more obvious than at Spa in 2 months' time. Very excited about that. Well, I guess technically 3 months. It's at the end of June. We're in mid-April. That was rough. Suspension. Uh-oh. I've done the suspension, chaps. I was embarrassed. Luckily, you cracked. It was beautiful. I believe Beardy spat out his tea everywhere. It was, I was like, oh, Sydney cracked. And then I just literally did it immediately after that. Right, we've got a bent steering wheel here with half of the race to go. I think that's par for the course in LMU, isn't it, really? He's locked up in front of us, Ponton, the Spanish man. Or lady. Chances are quite similar in sim racing, that's the reality. The massive sausage party here. Right, let's stick it to them. Let's stick it to them, chaps. Aqua from Lutenberg, P1 and 2, good to see. Don't know where the community are. I don't know how to bring up the leaderboard, I don't think you can. The other cars do sound awesome when you're driving behind them in the LMP2s on LMU. Definitely enjoying that note. I hope it's loud enough in the audio for you guys. Sydney, what do you think of the stream quality with the old AMD encoder? How we doing? Is it acceptable? Is it better than before? Please let me right through there as Ponton. Let's go. Zoo. 10 seconds ahead. Can we catch him with a broken car? Not likely. Sounds great, says Scott. Good to hear. Glad I got one thing right. We've got 170 frames, so this thing is looking very crispy right now. Don't see any changes. I forget you are partially sighted. Sorry, Sydney. I'll ask someone else. Anybody who's got functioning eyeballs, tell me what they think of the look of the stream compared to other streams, I guess. Or indeed just on its own. How does it look? Is it looking crispy? Are you on a big screen? Stream looks great, says Scott. Ah, stop it. You're too kind, Scotty boy. Too kind. I have one eye. It still looks great. Oh, Scott. Do I feel like you told us that story a long time ago? I can't remember now. Scott with the one eye, ladies and gentlemen. You can't have it all. You probably still got better eyesight than Sydney, unfortunately for him. Wow, look at this behind me. Cars going left and right off track. I'll tell you what, we're catching Zoo. Why have I tramline there? I'm going to have to cut the track there. We don't like that, but we haven't got a choice. Absolutely John's in the pit, everyone. Well up in the pits with damage again. There, he's in the chat as well, everyone. Hello, John. Yeah, not a great story. I think I remember you telling her. We'll have to have it again one day, Scott. When we're all bored and a bit drunk. $72. I've probably got more than that, I'll be honest, John. Wouldn't mind seeing a bit more backbone from you there, sir. Just saying. We've got the bent suspension and the orange front bumper here. And the car is slidey. Right, we're catching Zoo ahead. 6 minutes, 7 seconds. Everyone keep an eye on that. Uh-oh. John. I may or may not have murdered people in the first lap, John. See, this is what I love. On the Discord, people are like, oh, yeah, public server, you know, we get cracked into. Yeah, watch how much we do to other people. Horrendous. Absolutely horrendous what we do to the greater public at large. We invite them into our server, and then people like John crush their dreams. Dadfrag asks, do we know Redoute? I'm snitching. Sounds like it, Dadfrag, and as you know quite well, snitches get stitches, sir. Now, on that note, apologies, we have a public server with no password. Some driving is not going to be very good. We do want to encourage new people into the community. Running open servers is a great way to do that, especially with this being, of course, practice for the daily races, so the general public are quite interested in this. Whereas when we do our bots practice, and of course the race on Saturday, that will be a password on the server. No one else will be interested in that combo really, and you know, we're trying to get our practice in, it's quite important. So Thursday and Saturday we'll have a password, and maybe we'll have less people like John on there. Ruin the race for everyone else, who knows? It's hard to tell sometimes. And Zoo, we now have a visual reference, 3.5 seconds ahead. Just a joke. I know, Dad Frags. I know, it's all a joke. Asking about snitching on John. Do we know Redoute? Asking about Redoute. Why are you asking about Redoute? Any particular? Just random name or anything else? Anything else? Because I tell you, when you're, as you well know, Mr. Barnes, when you're driving and streaming and talking to people, and you're constantly getting messages that have little context, or like me, you waffle a lot. There's Redoute. I just passed him. Snitches get stitches. Yes, they do. When people start saying things to you and they don't always put a lot of context in their response, which is perfectly normal, a lot of the time I'm left wondering what I'm talking about and who I'm talking to about what. And that can be a bit of a challenge. It's probably caused me plenty of crashes on track before, trying to get my thoughts together. I'm learning this section a little bit better. Oh, I've said that and then overdone it. Come on, Jeff. Come on. We're improving. Tomorrow night we should be safe. We've also got the Mustang, haven't we? I'm safe, he says, as he spins it through the last turn. What an absolute wally. Our chances of getting Zoo are in the bin. We just want to understand what the heck you're talking about. I know, right? Hey, John murdered everyone at T1, ran it full throttled into a stationary car. There we go. Imagine the context, Dave, compared to the previous sentence. I've got no hope, have I? Anyway, do you know what? I think that's us for the evening because there's 3 minutes left and my car is a little bit dead. Now, I've probably done more laps than John. Oh, no, John, is he back on track? No! John, get off track. Sod's law indeed, Scott. It's me and my big old mouth. I did try and brake quite late there, which is something I need to not bother doing. And I did press the brake harder than usual, which is also... Oh, is that... Are we a bit loose? I think I need to do some screwing on the brake pedal, by the way. I'll be back in 1 second, chat. I think I need to go and screw in... Oh, should we go on board with someone? Sorry. Where's my manners? Who's in a race? Who is in a race? Kuste fighting with Lutenberg for P2. Go on. Your brake looks a bit loose to me, says Dave. Interesting. So, well, I was sorry. I just rebuilt it today, Dave, so I hope not. I really do hope not. I just rebuilt the whole thing. Right, can I find... Still haven't found what we're looking for. There he is. I think that's you. Let's see if this is what I need. I see the poo in the toilet. Cat's looking very happy with himself. Right. See to move when you brake. Well. I'm not sure in which exact context you're using. Let's get rid of that wheel, shall we? There we go. Lovely wheel, by the way, everyone. If you don't know, the Neo. Simagic GT Neo. Incredible. Camera mount shaking. Nice try. Oh, I need to put in 2 bolts. Come on, Jeff, use your brain. I need one in the other end as well. Back in a sec, chat. Can't believe I'm so warm this evening. Right, let's have a look. That sounds like a crash. P3 had a crash. Is that Kuste? Kuste, he does drive fast, doesn't he? Fast and loose. Fast and loose from Kuste. Yeah, I think I'm out to judge T1. Another 200-second pit stop. Yay! Always want bloody context here, can you imagine? Imagine wanting to know what's going on. I'll tell you, it is tough streaming. I'm not built out for this. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Might work easier if I do it this way. Oh yeah, I loosened this, didn't I? I forgot I loosened this so I could do the brake dismantling. I'm not tightening it back up again. That's not my cleverest work, is it? Bit more sturdy now. Is he fixing the new pedal zip ties? Oi! Jeff, is your brake on 100%? Moving down to 75 works fine for me and your tyres don't wear. Yeah, I've changed a few things. Check Discord and a new chat. Oh dear, what have you done now, Flint? Who have you killed? Yeah, I kind of forgot that I loosened this. Right, there we go. Bit less wobbly now. Yeah. Woo! Forgot about that. Thank you, chat. Do you know what, it looks like it can still do another turn. Let's do another turn. In fact, I think all of these look like they could do with a little bit of love. Yeah, look at that. Loosey-goosey on the throttle pedal. Wow. Guys, please maintain your sim rig. There we go. What about you? Do you want another go? What about you? Clutch is solid. Throttle and brake are now a lot more solid. That feels good. That feels even better now. Definitely, Dad. Frags, definitely. That feels a lot better now. I feel really hot. I'm guessing this is the last turns here for P3. Oh, he's missed it again. Lower on. Wow, sloppy. I'm waiting for the whole grid to pass me, then got a DT for driving too slow. Ah! Well done, mate. That did take me by surprise. Oh, boy. There's a car going backwards, I won't ask. Congratulations to everybody in the race. Let's go back to the standings, shall we? Jake Williams, P1? Not sure about that. Congrats to you, though. I didn't see you on the thing before. Lutenberg, P2. Kuste, P3. Aqua, there you go. You must have binned it, P4. Michael J, P5. Well done. Rarish, P6. Ewan, 7. 110. Great to see all the community there. Not that many finishes in the end, to be fair. A lot of DNFs, which we expect in an MP2. Major attrition. If you know of anyone getting rid of some pedals and don't mind paying monthly, let me know with load cells. Willow, our Discord, Flimp, tell him. I don't know if this is like some sort of bad joke. Flimp put a message in today about some amazing pedals that he's probably going to sell a lot cheaper than he should. Sorry, Scott B, that was cold-blooded. John, you are a shocker. You killed Briley's race. Sorry, Briley, that was John. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed that. That was quite good fun, wasn't it? I'm serious. Could you please tell me, based on my start, how can I improve my race car? You're serious? It's hard to tell with you, bro. I think I got to P11 by lap 2 because of all the carnage. Tell me about it, Raresh. Laurent says, finally, there are some really awesome brakes in this track. If you had the right line, very fun. Agreed, Laurent. You're incredibly fast, but loose, because I know you don't do that much practice. Great to see you drive. We were on board with you for the last few minutes. Yeah. I've just been fixing my pedals. Everyone turns out I had half my screws a bit loose. I mean that in the nicest way. So definitely just did a bit of work on fixing some of the pedals up, which is good. Only going to help. But yeah, other than that, I'll check Discord. Please do, Willow, in Riggs Corner, please. Right. Flint, I'm serious. Can you tell me, based on my start, how can I improve? That was brutal, says one. P10, well done, sir. I'll have a look. I don't know if you're being serious. Don't really care. Let's find out. Exit. Thanks, everyone, for joining in this evening. It's been good racing. Let's go back to it, shall we? Right. So, replay. Set de la Salve. Load replay. I had a stinker, says John. Technically not as bad as mine. I talked myself into about 5 accidents. That was good. Looks like chat seems to work all right in this window, doesn't it? It's not bad. Karma came knocking for me at Mulsanne Corner on lap 3. Thanks for a fantastic stream, Jeff. Oh, Willow, don't. Honestly, I've really missed you guys. I have missed streaming as well. I've had so much work travel recently and then so many technical issues recently that it feels like I've not done proper streaming for a while, quite frankly. So it's great to be back doing it a bit. We've got a bit of a schedule. We should be able to stick to it now. I'm hopeful. I got punted off at the end of Mulsanne. You deserved it. Mickle, thanks all. Enjoyed that. Good to see you, sir. Before the start line, says Flint. Oh, God. Yeah, I've done quite a few different things to the PC recently, including a major refurb of it and new graphics card. The rig has been updated. Everything should hopefully work better than it did before, and hopefully we have a very clean run now of very few technical issues. Fingers crossed. Yes, Rash, we saw that. Massive attrition. Huge attrition in the LMP2. Very tricky car to drive. Rash, you're going to have to give George a little cuddle. He's not happy. He's not happy with LMU. He's not happy. You're going to give him a cuddle. I may be responsible for a lot of that, Rash. Yeah, John actually did quite well today, cleaning up. Right, let's go on board with Zlatnik. Zlatnik, is this one of your weird jokes? I fear it might be. Whoa, 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 whoa. Maybe not. What have we got here? Okay, so... And we have car 13, D. Zlatnik, in the LMP2 at Le Mans, here on LMU. About to start, and oh, dearie me, he might have just touched a car, and then done that, and then caused this, which is just wonderful to see. Wow. Welcome to LMU. Crazy. I did 5 laps with damaged rear suspension. Nightmare. Thank you for being patient, Dan. I don't know what to tell you, Dan. Hugh says, Jeff, with all your travel, make sure you're getting your Avios points. Can make your travelling much better. Oh, don't say that, Hugh. Too late now. Oh, wow, Lamau. To be fair, it's a car in front of him with the beauty of netcode. Seemed like it, didn't it? If I could give you any advice on that, Nick, it would be don't do pirouetting 720 nose spins in the formation zone in an MP2. I don't think I think it's suboptimal. Look how far you're off the start. And I got a DT flag everyone past. Oh, this game's so mean, isn't it? No, Flint's fault. Need to go with me now. Yes. 10-10 for the flip. Agreed, Ewan. Great to have you in the chat and on track, sir. Are you joining us on Thursday and Saturday, Ewan? I hope you are. I really hope you are. It's great. I love seeing your name in the server. And I hope we get to rate each other. You're like a little bit around me, but better at the moment. I wanted to try this in VR. Ewan Jones, what did you do at the end of the race? What did you do, Ewan? Naughty boy. Rara, should we go and have a little couple minutes? Come on, let's do it. Chat, I am probably going to go now. Dan Lama is streaming right now. Snap by Dan. Oh dear. Dan Zlatnik having a nightmare start. Oh, Dan. I feel so bad for you, bro. Rewind and watch me for the Dunlop chicane. PUBG, yes. Apex, never bet a bloke. Ah, Raresh, bit of both. Come on, man. You know we love it. You know we love it. You know Alicia loves it, and she deserves everything, all right? John, what have you done when? Oh, John. John, what have you done? Let's find out what John does at the Dunlop chicane. He comes flying in. Oh, takes out Scott and 2 other cars. John, are you okay, mate? And then you probably caused all of that. John. That's, John. I don't know if it needs to be said, but the more established members of the community, I really do genuinely hope that you want to put out a better impression than that sort of thing. Because, yeah, that was pretty rough, bro. That was heavy into the... I mean, I know we're not all that experienced with Le Mans as a circuit, but I would encourage everyone not to do that at any point, basically. That was, yeah. Oh, well. Next time, eh, John? Next time. He does, doesn't he, Flint? Funny enough. He does. There we go. Check out Marsan Corner Lap 3. Something tells me I don't want to anymore, John. But I'm guessing you've got some karma by the sounds of it. Anyway, this is what people like David are scared of. Except, well, this is the problem, Rarish. This is the thing. I don't see much difference between this and our password if our team are doing things like this. And obviously John is not the only one. Next time, I'll get you, Jeff. Right, yeah. Get rid of the white. Oh, don't you love it, Stinny? Isn't he wonderful? A fortress, Stinny, a fortress. I take it Aston Villa didn't get over the line. I approve. So Sydney, you can hang around at the back doing your donuts, all right, Sydney? That's all you're good for in this game. Turns out you're not that good at sim racing. Anyway, before we all turn into a pillar of salt. There we go. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to go now. Are you going to kill? Are you going to kill Juan? I don't know. Are you going to kill Juan? Does he try and kill Juan, everyone? Because that's the last bit. I'm the best there is at crashing. I think so. And clearly, my chat is still sticking. Juan knew better. Juan knows there's blood all over your bumpers. Blood everywhere. Well, anyway, on that note, we had a good little battle. Looks like it. Never crashing into Juan. Never Rarish. Correct. No, yeah, exactly that. No one puts Juan in the corner. Might be a reference. It might be a bit old there. Go on. Juan straight back at you. Bit sloppy in the braking zones there, John, trying to stay ahead. I think I've seen that a lot in LMU. People overtake and then you want to brake late into the next turn and just overcook it. In LMU, braking early is really beneficial, I'll be honest. Flip says thanks for the stream, it was fun, enjoyed Monza. I'm not talking about the second race. Yeah, totally. I was already killed by them, says Juan. It keeps going. Yeah, I can see Juan's car is all over the shop. All over the place. Poor Juan. Just a sitting duck, aren't you, buddy? Look at them go. The sounds are great. And I've upped all the graphic details here, and we're sitting on 139 frames while streaming on the AMD encoder. So I hope it looks good for you guys. I think I'm quite happy with these results. I think I'm very happy with these results, actually. Nice. Okay, gentlemen and ladies, I am going to go. It's been emotional. Tomorrow night we're doing a couple of daily races, so I hope you can tune in and support me on those. I'm trying to farm the SR. And on that note, I'll see you on the Discord and the socials. It's great to be back. It really is. And thanks everyone for joining us on track and in chat. Seems like it, Welter. Good night, everyone. You say that one more time, Stinny, and you're banned.
Sorry that I've fallen away sometimes. it all on the weekend. Sorry that I feel that way sometimes. Sorry that I feel that way sometimes. Oh, oh, yeah. You don't really wanna know me. Hanging in the corner with a nosebleed. High on whatever they sold me. That's the old me, yeah. 6 years later trying to find me. Still trying to figure out the mind piece. Looking for the love inside me, sometimes. Don't know why I feel that way sometimes. Yeah, yeah. The end. Think all we can say that on the weekend. Funny how I kinda like this life. Funny how I kinda like this life.